Alright. So I think if we do that, and then we do... Oh, actually, hold on. I don't know if that's correct. Okay, it is correct. Okay, so now we should be able to transition in. Back to Bethesda, yep. Stream title and category should be different now as well. Might take a second to update. If you have to refresh. I believe this is the correct stream. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Look at all these people on the social media. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're in the right place. It should be good volume, I think. All right. Pack your butts in. Here we go. Did you notice the Vault Boy leading people to their deaths with his Fallout 76 jumpsuit on?
It all comes down to you.
Little did they know what they were walking themselves into.
There is no game. There's no one to play it, no one to interact with it. You keep us in check.
Well, okay. Yeah, Twitch is different than YouTube.
And through all of it,
You're always there with us.
you are definitely not afraid to tell us how you feel. Your feedback sometimes challenges us, but forces us to be always challenging ourselves.
You empathize with us as developers
Got 'em.
and with each other as a community. It's really beautiful.
I'm Dinga Bakaba, and I used to take a week off every time a Bethesda game came out.
My name's Mark Diaz, and when I was 8 years old, I used to sneak over to my buddy's house to play Doom.
I'm Rich Lambert. Daggerfall was one of the very first games that got me into the Elder Scrolls world.
Does that guy still take a week off every time the Bethesda game comes out?
16-year-old gamer who just wanted to bring joy to others through video games.
I wonder.
And now I'm game director at Arcane Studios.
Now I'm a game programmer at id Software.
Now I get to be a part of building that world as the creative director on Elder Scrolls Online.
Now I'm a UI programmer at Bethesda Game Studios, and it's everything I could have dreamed of. I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
We see you.
Because we are you.
And together,
Together?
We are all. We are all.
we are all.
We are all. We are all.
I hope we get to see more that will. Here we go.
Please welcome Bethesda's Senior Global Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines.
Whoa, he was in the audience just like us.
Thank you very much. How are you? Feel good? Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Thank everyone watching around the world to tuning in to watch our 5th annual E3 showcase.
That's me. I'm here. And that's you.
This is a night dedicated to those who love games, who love the incredible entertainment that games provide. This past year, you fought demons on Mars and Nazis in America. You were assassins in the Empire, adventurers in Tamriel, and survivors. A lot of us. And survivors in the Wasteland.
Were there really that many survivors in the
On
Wasteland?
these amazing adventures on PC, console, VR, mobile, or wherever and however you choose to play. And that's the key. You take the worlds that we create and you make them yours. You share your experiences with other players, with friends, and with family. With our games, you've built large global communities that truly matter. This year, we want to give special recognition to the extraordinary Bethesda community. As you saw in our opening video, you mean everything to us. I've almost been at this company for 20 years. And when I first started...
Ooh, 20 years. The Medman. It's like he didn't want the applause, I don't think.
When I first started, one of my first responsibilities was moderating the community forums, chatting with you, and keeping you up to date on our games. It was a great way to start my career at Bethesda because it was the perfect reminder of why we do what we do. And like so many others at Bethesda, I've spent a lot of time with you at events around the world. I've enjoyed meeting so many of you and getting your thoughts and feedback. So tonight, we'll be taking time throughout the show to hear directly from some of you in the Bethesda community. We are thrilled tonight to show our fans the lineup of great games we've been creating just for you, including the premiere of some exciting new games, and we'll go deep on Doom Eternal.
Are we gonna hear all those people complaining about not getting refunds for Fallout 76, though? I hope not.
If you're ready, let's kick it off. And to get an update from our friends at one of the most celebrated development studios in the world, Bethesda Game Studios. Please welcome studio head and my good friend, Todd Howard.
The man himself. There he is.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to see everybody. We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios. Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here.
Why Skyrim?
Actually, over the last year, we've had over 60 million players in our games, our most ever. And it's all of you
I want to fix his hair for him. That little...
who have made these worlds
bothering me.
What they are. Take Fallout 76. A type of game we'd never done before. Had a lot of difficulties at launch. And we got a lot of well-deserved criticism.
Okay.
But the team kept working on it, and you kept playing it. And through all of that,
I didn't.
Something
Sorry.
amazing has happened. It's thanks to all of you. This game has one of the best online communities we've ever seen.
That's why we're releasing it again.
We made a post-apocalyptic survival game where you can do whatever you want, and everybody's nice to each other. They don't go on killing griefing sprees. They leave food and water for the newbies and wave to each other. I don't know about you. This should give us all hope for humanity when the apocalypse does come. To you.
Red Dead's mostly the same way.
And we have a lot more in store this year for Fallout 76. But first, our latest game, The Elder Scrolls Blades, is in early access. And thanks to all of you, it became our second straight #1 mobile game after Fallout Shelter. Absolutely incredible. And to tell you what's coming to Blades, let me introduce project leader Craig Lafferty and art director Matt Carafano.
Thanks, Todd. It's great
Sorry, I
to
keep
be here
blinking
at
my
E3.
mic.
And thanks again to all of you for making Blades #1.
As someone who's worked on the Elder Scrolls for 20 years, it's been incredible to bring this world to your phones in an all-new way. We still love those classic dungeon crawlers.
Skyrim released on Project Scarlet.
You do as well.
And
Wouldn't doubt
whether
it.
you're exploring a dungeon or rebuilding your town, it's great to be able to do it wherever you are.
Since it's E3, we're releasing our biggest update yet, featuring all new jobs and solo arena battles, an all new custom jewelry system, and a brand new dragon quest line.
I mean, I've heard it's good from people who play it. Not really my kind of game,
Even
though.
more, but best of all, it's coming out tonight. So, download free tonight and give it a try.
And we're also
Yes,
hard
sir.
at work on our arena mode for this fall that'll feature PvP, your own guilds, and visiting your friends' towns. But most exciting this year, we're also bringing Blades to an all-new platform, Switchblades.
Oh. Cool. More stuff on Switch is always it's always good.
Yes, Blades is coming this fall to the Nintendo Switch, and yes, it's still free.
Oh, okay.
Blades is the perfect fit for the Switch. You can play on the go, on your TV, and with motion controls. But best of all, it's cross-play and cross-progression with the mobile version. So you can start tonight on mobile, and all your progress will carry over. And it's playable here at E3 in our booth and Nintendo's.
Yeah.
That seems like a solid idea, actually. I can't, like, I have no complaints on that one. I won't play it, but
And for those of you playing on mobile, we also have some special rewards for both our Apple
Seems
and
like a
Google
good idea.
players this week. So download tonight and let us know what you think. Thanks again.
Now, let me introduce Jeff and Tom to tell you what's coming to Fallout 76.
all right. What are they doing with this game?
Hi, I'm project leader Jeff Gardner.
And I'm co-studio director Tom Mustaine.
You know it's great when they walk out and just kind of go.
Everyone at Bethesda Game Studios, we want to thank the millions of you who have played with us, stuck with us, and helped shape the world of Fallout 76.
Absolutely. It's incredible what the game has become. You've told us how much you've loved this year's updates so far, from camp building, legendary weapons, player vending, and of course, the dreaded sheep squatch. We've also been working on our biggest update yet. It's called Wastelanders, and it will fundamentally change the game.
It's been some time since Vault 76 opened its door. And we all discovered that Appalachia isn't quite what it used to be. We encountered a lot of things. Overcame a lot of things. I don't think any of us expected for people to actually come back.
Are you from that vault? Can you help us?
Oh my god.
Traveled pretty far. Heard there's hope here.
Oh shit.
Folk rebuilding.
Okay, guys.
We'll fight too, right by your side. We've been everywhere and seen everything. And the one thing we've learned is this. You gotta claim the wasteland before it claims you. The question is, are you with us or with them?
Okay. All right.
Huh. That's right. Human NPCs are coming to Fallout 76. Not just NPCs.
Yeah, I'll give it another try too. I'll pop back in.
And as you saw, full dialogue trees.
They listened. I'll give them that.
This is a long-term story we're telling. Year 1 was about the vault doors opening and all of you settling the wasteland. Year 2 is about people coming back to reclaim it. Like previous Fallout games, these characters have their own stories and goals. It's up to you to choose how to interact with them and live with those consequences.
The Wastelanders update is coming this fall and will be free for all Fallout 76 players. And in the spirit of free, we're doing something special just for E3. Fallout 76 is going to have a free trial for everyone starting tomorrow.
Well then.
That's right. It's the perfect time to see what Fallout 76 and its growing community have become. We can't wait to welcome all of you. And because so many of you are going to be joining us, we thought we'd also give you a sneak peek this week at an all-new game mode. Check it out.
Battle Royale. Here it is. No.
Your first test was making it to the vault. Now, your real trial begins. Currently, there is no overseer of Vault 51. Perhaps you will be the one. We are in serious need of leadership, so I have devised a unique process of elimination. A battle to the death is the only sure way to
I like this song.
superior candidate. This should prove interesting.
Is this... Wait, was I actually right? Is this a Battle Royale thing? What is this? I don't get it. What are we... Is that the Enclave? Well, I know it's open world PvP, but I'm just wondering what this new game mode is for it. It's a whole different game mode. It seems like a Battle Royale game mode with the encroaching fire. There's like...
There can only be one overseer. Good luck.
Yep. Fucking Fallout Battle Royale. Holy shit. I didn't know I was gonna be right. That's really interesting. Between that and human NPCs. Don't give me that ad. Get out of here.
Born from the Fallout universe. From power
Free weekend.
cards, from camp building to contending with wasteland creatures. And of course, my personal favorite, nukes. It's a great free addition to an already huge game. We love playing it, and we think you will too.
So the game goes free. They're saying they're adding human NPCs. Adding a Battle Royale mode.
All of Fallout 76, including Nuclear Winter, is free to try this week on all platforms.
I don't know. I can't really see much to complain about.
So jump in tomorrow. We can't wait to see you.
Thanks again.
This is certainly a great attempt to revive a game that just didn't sell. Or it sold, but it didn't stay up.
Remember, everything we've talked about that's coming this year is free. We get to represent hundreds of passionate developers across 4 studio locations in North America working on multiple projects. Yes, we're still hard at work on our next-gen RPGs, Starfield, and of course, Elder Scrolls 6. We know how precious these game worlds are to all of you, and they are to us. We know the time you spend in them is important. Keep telling us what you love, what you'd like to see us do better. Thank you again, everybody, for your support, but really, even more so, I want to thank everybody for believing in us. Thank you.
Sorry.
Please welcome the founder of Tango Gameworks, Mr. Shinji Mikami.
Now, what are we announcing here?
Hello.
Random guy. Hey!
I'd like to start by greeting my team in Tokyo. It's Monday morning there, but they are watching. みんなおはようございます。今日真面目にやるよ。
He looks so tired.
Tonight,
Must be massively jet
I am
lagged.
excited to announce the next game from Tango. Ghostwire Tokyo.
I don't know what this is. I don't know why we're clapping.
It is an action-adventure game in which you will fight paranormal enemy and rid the city of supernatural evil. I think you'll love it.
Show us a trailer! I want to see
To
something!
tell you more about Ghostwire Tokyo, here is creative director at Tango, Ikumi Nakamura.
Okay. I'm interested in the premise.
Wow, so many people. Wow, thank you. ありがとうございます。And such a big stage makes me nervous. I'll do my best to speak in English. We are making a new kind of action-adventure game. It's spooky. But not the survival horror game that we are known for. People are vanishing in Tokyo. You must find out why. You will encounter conspiracies and the occult. You have to explore the world, face challenges, to uncover the truth and save humanity. In the game, you will meet spirits, some dangerous, some peaceful, and survivors that each have their own stories. You will need to ask yourself, is this normal or paranormal? I ask myself this question every time I go to the office. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Sounds like Ghostbusters to me.
Very excited. Let's take a look. 見てね. Thank you. Bye bye.
Ooh. And it's a little in that realm of what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I know what you mean by off-putting realistic. There's a word for it, I can't think right now. This looks really interesting, though. I was about to say, man, I just want to see gameplay, honestly. Like, I kind of want to see how it plays.
Attack it.
The premise is, I think it has me sold enough. My foot's in the door, like I'm interested, so. I don't have the room in my brain to be that jaded yet.
I work in a hospital. I used to work with kids.
I'm an electrician.
I'm an event planner.
In real life, I'm a systems administrator.
Program assistant for a private school for children with autism.
I'm trying to be an artist. I like to think of myself as one.
Make like back-end systems that it's really boring.
Maybe permanently or temporarily I'm a full-time streamer.
I got a YouTube channel.
I make my own yarn.
I'm a social worker.
Teaching inmates.
I'm a game developer
Working at a video game cafe.
I've been a Doom fan since the game came out. I remember being in the 8th grade and a buddy of mine giving me the shareware demo on 3.5-inch floppy disks.
My older brother picked up Fallout 3 and I took his copy and played it when he wasn't home.
Fallout 4. Ugh. Gosh, that's like my baby.
Get out of here, ad.
That game was just like a lot bigger.
Damn, Bethesda.
Just setting foot in Shimmering, the first city that you
Oh, so hi, Wolf Hybrid.
It was amazing.
You would look out and you'd be like, oh, I want to go there. And then you could go there, which was wild.
Go out into the world, go in any direction that you want to go.
The exploration and the weirdness and the alienness of it.
I played Oblivion. I tell you, it probably saved my life.
It was one of my first experiences with a fantasy world that was that immersive.
Love the dragons. Scatter the dragons.
You take down a dragon, you can definitely take down any illness.
Don't ever stop adding dragons to your game. Add dragons to Fallout. Add dragons to Rage. Add dragons to everything. Mecha dragons. More dragons.
Please welcome Studio Director at ZeniMax Online Studios, Matt Fyror.
See, I like Bethesda. I'm not usually a huge fan of ZeniMax.
Wow, thank you.
Sort of the Bethesda puppeteer.
Thanks. Thank you, everyone. Wow, thank you. Yeah! And I just want to shout out to our friend Greg there, the one in the video that really loves dragons. I'm happy to say, Greg, The Elder Scrolls Online has dragons. Right now, in fact, players are deep into the season of the dragon, our year-long story about greed, revenge, cat people, and of course, dragons. Tonight's focus on the community resonates with me and everyone at ZeniMax Online Studios because ESO literally would not exist without you. Watching you play the game, streaming, telling stories, hearing your feedback, we understand that you are the most important part of the world of Tamriel.
I think we might actually end up going straight into
the extraordinary adventure it is today. The past
Devolver
year's been
Digital.
a huge success for ESO. More Game of the Year awards, millions more players have joined. So many, in fact, that we recently added more server capacity just to support all the new players in Tamriel.
that one guy is so fucking hype. God damn.
ESO just keeps getting bigger and better. Just a few days ago, we launched The Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere. The latest chapter in the game where you're able to visit for the first time the homeland of the Khajiit, as well as control the dead as the new necromancer class. And If you haven't played it yet, Elsewhere is the perfect starting point for new players. When we announced Season of the
I'm not that
Dragon,
hyped for this, I'm gonna be honest.
Showing you a video about how dragons were unleashed on Elsewhere, and we ended with a cliffhanger. Now, I'm really excited to show you what happens next. Check out the world premiere.
I'm glad this game does have an audience, though. I'm still thinking about fucking Fallout 76. I can't believe they're actually trying to bring that game back. And I'm thinking about going back to it for a bit. I've never been a huge fan of Elder Scrolls. It's just not really my type of game. Good jump in the cinematics, though. This looks really well done. I don't really know what to say for this. I feel like I should be talking over it, but like, I feel like I'm watching a movie. Ugh. Ugh. The guy who did the Foley for "and then the knife cuts through the entire dragon wing, like lengthwise, not lengthwise, but height-wise. Like, ugh. What a gross sound. Proud of that. Proud of that Foley artist. It was a really good cinematic. It was a little bit long, but well done.
That's right, another cliffhanger. You may have recognized the return of Sai Sahan, the legendary Redguard Swordmaster. He's the legendary Redguard Swordmaster you met as part of the original 5 companions. He's back as the leader of the Dragon Guard, a group of dragon hunting warriors used in other Elder Scrolls games. He'll be featured in our fourth quarter story DLC named Dragonhold.
God, this audience.
We've got a lot more to share about the return of Sai and the Dragon Guard, which will unveil at QuakeCon later this summer. Before then, keep an eye out for a dungeon DLC adventure called Scalebreaker, which you'll see in August.
You're really going heavy on the content for this one. Holy
Thank
shit.
you so much for your support of The Elder Scrolls Online. We're humbled by your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm for the game motivates us every day. You guys are seriously awesome. Thank you.
I guess that must be a real moneymaker for them. That's the cynic in me. It's like, oh, well, they're making money, so obviously they're going to dump a bunch of content into it.
I have something else to talk about. The Elder Scrolls Online isn't the only game in development at ZeniMax Online Studios. We have several other projects, one of which we're ready to reveal tonight. And to tell us
Fallout 76 2.
Creative director Kira Schlitt.
Hi, everyone. And now, for something completely different. Imagine a classic Saturday morning cartoon in free-to-play mobile game form. Let's take a look.
Sorry. Squeaky chair. Really? Commander Keen is an old series that hasn't seen the light of day in so long. Commander Keen is supposed to be like... It's part of like the Wolfenstein, like, universe where it's like he's technically like related to the main character from Wolfenstein and whatnot. It's weird.
So, there's a new branch on Commander Keen's family tree, and they're heading to iOS and Android. If you're hearing about Commander Keen for the first time, it was one of the first PC action games created by id Software in the early 90s.
Yep.
Yeah. It starred boy genius Billy Blaze, whose alter ego Commander Keen protected.
Billy Blaze.
All of us at ZeniMax Online Studios want to give a really big thanks to our friends at id for trusting us to deliver our modern take on this classic game.
Related to Billy Blazkowicz. It's the whole thing.
So, tonight, as we introduce Commander Keen to a new generation of players, we're also introducing the next generation of heroes. Meet Billy. And Billy. Twin geniuses who follow in their famous father's footsteps. The new commanders are, of course, funny and powerful, but the game is also full of enemies, allies, and some really bad guys. The twins build wacky gadgets from household items to save the Earth from certain alien destruction. Drag and drop gadgets to summon allies, attack enemies.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you're gonna bring back
to conquer challenges, and try saying that 5 times fast.
that old of a series, you can't just go for a full game.
Story mode, which tells some of the classic Commander Keen tales, as well as a whole bunch of brand new ones. In story mode, you'll overcome aliens.
Yeah, it's a 90s IP.
Power-ups and explore Mars and beyond.
At least with a mobile game, it's cheap and they can gauge interest.
With other players in battle mode, a real-time, head-to-head race through an alien landscape where you need to control checkpoints and claim the flag to gain ultimate victory. Commander Keen will soft launch this summer on iOS and Android phones.
It's so weird.
So, please go visit gokeen.com to pre-register to receive unique in-game rewards and hot Commander Keen launch updates.
I don't think I'll play it.
We really
I don't know.
Can't wait to kick some asteroid with you all. Thanks.
I might give it a shot. Just because that's such a weird
Thank you, Kira.
usage of an
At
IP.
Bethesda, we, like you, love mobile games. In addition to Blades and the upcoming Commander Keen, millions of you have enjoyed Fallout Shelter, which has now reached over 150
Hey,
million downloads.
by the way,
and counting.
Fallout Shelter was developed by Behavior Interactive, the same guys who did Dead by Daylight.
Fans of collectible card games, we brought the Elder Scrolls Legends to mobile, so you could experience the Elder Scrolls in a new way. This year, the Legends community has continued to grow thanks to a lot of upgrades, new features, and new content. It's a great experience for a night of gaming or a quick match over a cup of coffee.
Okay, card game. I'm checking out. Ashley, she put yawn. She put me to sleep. I can't get hyped for card games. I don't think there's been one that's really piqued my interest.
Make your play.
That was kind of funny, I guess. Okay. What's next? Next game? I don't card game, yay.
Dragons. If you enjoy other card games but are looking for something that provides a little deeper challenge, you can download Legends for free on the App Store and begin playing tonight. Legends' next expansion, Moons of Elsewhere, will be available on June 27th for PC, Mac, mobile, and tablet. You can head over to Bethesda.net to get a glimpse at the new cards and content, or play it this week in our booth. I'll see you there, clapping.
I'll see you there, clapping.
Now, speaking of new content, 3 weeks ago, we released Rage 2, and now Insanity rules for millions of players around the world. But we wanted to do more than just deliver a critically acclaimed open-world shooter. We've already added community challenges that reward you just for having fun in the Wasteland, and we've got a lot more planned with new features rolling out this week. The world of Rage 2 will become even more unpredictable and even more insane. Take a look.
I'm actually kind of interested in this. I don't have Rage yet. I don't have Rage, but oh, we're doing nostalgia, huh? I'm trying to fix the green screen. It's a little fuzzy. You got your 80s, 90s sitcom opening. It's great. They went for 80s aesthetic on this one, so. Give me a Too Many Cooks inspired parody. I'm okay with that. Yep, That's just like Too Many Cooks, where they're putting a horror aesthetic over it.
Oh, that's my next tattoo. Oh, yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mech.
The green screen seems to be acting up at the moment. I don't know why. It's the lighting changes tonight.
I got a tremendous surprise for you all.
Oh god, sorry.
Please welcome executive producer at Machine Games, Yerk Gustafsson.
Fiddling with some settings, I apologize.
Hello everyone. After liberating America
Oh,
from
God.
the Nazi scum in Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, this year we take you back to Europe with 2 new Wolfenstein games. First, we are bringing Nazi killing into virtual reality with Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. As a hacker working for the French resistance, you will take control of Nazi war machines and turn them against their creators. Cyberpilot will be available this
It sounds
July,
interesting.
and it's playable this week in our E3 booth. And if you haven't fought Nazis in VR, you don't know what you are missing. But, as I said, we have 2 new Wolfenstein games. This summer, we are
think I
going
fixed
to
it.
be launching Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Ah, this is the one I'm interested in. More Wolfenstein in my life, please.
With a gameplay experience that is bigger than any previous Wolfenstein game. You will have more weapons and weapon upgrades than ever before, more ways to customize your playstyle, and, of course, even more evil Nazis to kill.
She was so
You can
enthused.
kill those Nazis with a friend.
Oh my god.
Yes, Wolfenstein is going co-op. Youngblood is set in the 1980s, 2 decades after the new Colossus. BJ Blazkowicz is missing in Nazi-occupied Paris, and it's up to his twin daughters, Jess and Soph, to track him down. In Youngblood, you can still play by yourself, or you can partner with a pal to double up on shooting, stabbing, and killing Nazis.
I like that idea, being able to choose, like, oh, you can play co-op, but you can play solo. I like that.
Paris. Nazi country.
That's where Papa is, so that's where we're going.
We can find him. Together.
I may have an assignment suitable for 2 Nazi killers such as yourselves.
Let's do or die, sis.
This reminds me of the that co-op Half-Life add-on that was in the PS2 port of the original Half-Life. I appreciate the heavy amount of gameplay. Sorry, July 26th, thank you. Go away, go away.
Wolfenstein Youngblood releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on July 26th.
Can't complain about that. Seems like a good game.
And if you can't wait, stop by our E3 booth to play this week. Thank you. And now, I'd like to welcome to the stage my dear friends from Arcane Lyon, who worked with us on these two Wolfenstein games, Dinga and Sebastian.
Yeah, we're approaching 10 o'clock pretty quick. I wonder if, I'm not gonna have a chance to play any other games. Excuse me.
We love you too.
Hi, I'm Dinga Bakaba, and game director at Arcane Lyon.
Bonsoir, I'm Sébastien Mitton, art director in the same studio.
So, along with partnering with our good friends at Machine Games on Wolfenstein, we've been working on other projects at Arcane Lyon. And tonight, we're excited to announce our latest first-person action game. It's something innovative, stylish, and different from anything we've done before.
Let me begin by saying bienvenue to the frozen island of Black Reef. This is a place of mystery, where looks can kill. The game takes place during what we say in French is a période de folie, a time of madness.
Careful with your mic there, pal. Don't want to break
Now
it.
that we've given you a small taste of the world, let us introduce you to our two deadly rivals, Colt and Juliana.
This place isn't a paradise. It's a prison. Out here, we're trapped.
We're free.
In this endless, eternal cycle.
That kind of looked like We Happy Few for a second. This was the same remix they used in Baby Driver advertisements.
Is on this island.
I remember. I own the song. It's not exactly the same, but they inserted the same bit.
That I'm out here,
The more certain I am
of what I have to do. The only way to protect the cycle
the only way to break this cycle
is to kill you.
Yep. How are they missing all those shots?
Is on my side.
Seems like an interesting game. Interesting concept.
Deathloop combines a mind-bending story with meticulously designed levels, and of course, arcane signature gameplay that lets you approach every situation any way you like. Because in the endless clash between these two extraordinary assassins, how you play is up to you.
Plus, I think it's really fucking cool.
Oh, so he's allowed to swear, but he can't have swearing in the game trailers.
Excuse my French.
Yeah, maybe maybe you should have said that in French, actually.
Maybe not.
But it's also pretty fucking true. Because we will take you on a trip unlike any other, and we really hope that you enjoy the ride.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
Get your hands out of here.
It's a wonderful way to get away from all the pressures in life.
I think the sense of community has really helped me as a person because I'm typically very isolated.
It's definitely very confidence building.
It's brought me out of my shell and stopped being an introvert.
I could like be a hero and do all these things.
You find really creative, really fun, really talented people.
Meet people who are in my group that I've only known as a character.
Probably made more friends online than I have in real life.
The games that you bring out just helps people, honestly.
My parents were refugees from the Vietnam War, which is why I'm also fascinated by elements of war.
Playing these games just kind of put me out of the worry and the stress.
I was in a dark place for a while, and I told myself I wasn't going to be there anymore. And so now the only dark places that I'm allowed to go are in dungeons and ESO.
Just being someone who is LGBT, it's nice to be able to sit down and play these games and feel accepted for who I am. It's really nice to see that their storyline has some sort of emotional effect on me as a player.
And I just really admire the creativity that goes into the process of making these big worlds with these amazing stories.
Building these fantastic worlds and telling these stories comes from a passion to deliver the very best experiences for our players. Hi, I'm James Altman, Director of Publishing at Bethesda.
Oh. And I'm Robert Duffy, Chief Technology Officer at id Software. Tonight we have some exciting new technology to show you that can dramatically improve gaming for millions.
So for the past 2 decades, we've approached game development not by looking at what is possible today, but with a vision of what can be possible tomorrow. And at Bethesda, we're proud of our legacy of innovation, where again and again we've changed the industry. We were the first to use physics-based engines for sports games. We were groundbreakers with go anywhere, do anything, open world RPGs. We are the inventors of the first-person shooter, which is now the world's most popular form of gaming. We are pioneers in downloadable content and the first to bring mods to consoles. And actually, since we first brought mods to consoles in 2016, there have been 1 billion mod downloads for Fallout and Skyrim.
I mean, I guess. I don't want to admit that last one, but I'm sure I did.
Viable VR technology revealed in our E3 booth in 2012. Yes, that is the original VR headset held together by tape and worn by our very own Tim Willits. And of course, we are well known as developers of best-in-class engine technology with our id Tech engine. Innovation and creativity is in our DNA, and all of these advances were done with one goal in mind: to improve player experiences. So tonight, we have exciting new technology to announce.
We're going to show you the result of years of research and development. Cutting-edge game engine-based technology we've developed specifically for game streaming.
Now, we'd like to introduce you to Orion.
Okay.
Orion is a tremendous breakthrough in streaming technology. It is our name for a group of patented technologies that optimize game engines for performance in a cloud environment. Orion can work with any game engine and will improve player experiences no matter which game you're playing or whether you're streaming on Stadia, on xCloud, or another streaming platform. So, how does Orion work?
The exciting game streaming services you've been hearing so much about have largely focused on hardware solutions to address the complex challenges of streaming. There's a lot of words. We used our expertise in developing game engine software and took a different approach. By incorporating Orion technology at the game engine level, we're able to stream game content up to 20% faster per frame, leading to a dramatic reduction in latency. In addition, an Orion-enabled game can stream with up to 40% lower bandwidth.
And that's cool, I guess.
Happily, for game developers, Orion technology is easy to integrate with your game build with our SDK.
What does that mean for you? It means that streaming games will be faster and better with Orion. And Orion substantially reduces the cost of streaming for players and for publishers. So it won't matter if your friends and family are sucking up all the bandwidth, or if you live far away from a data center. With Orion, you'll still be able to stream your game at max settings.
Alright. Cool, I guess.
Now, as with any new computer technology, one must ask the question, can it play Doom?
Good question. Can it stream an unrelenting, fluid, first-person shooter with native 4K resolution at 60 frames per second? Let's see.
I'd like to introduce...
Are they really doing this?
Introduce Shale Williams, tech specialist from id Software, who is showing you just that here live on stage.
So Shale is streaming an Orion-enabled Doom 2016 right now to that mobile device. As you can see, there is no reduction in visual fidelity. That's Doom.
It's so bizarre.
Without perceptible latency. And we want you all to experience this powerful streaming technology yourself as we test and refine it. So for a chance to be among the first in the world,
I mean, I guess it proves their point, but
2016 for free, all you need to do is join the Doom Slayers Club by registering at slayersclub.com tonight. Because
weird.
Everybody could use a little more Doom in their lives.
Not really the audience, I guess.
And we'll see you in hell.
I prefer to play my stuff, you know, on my PC. But hey, I suppose there's an audience for it. Now this is why I'm here. I want to see more of this fucking game.
What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. It is written. It is their time to give penance. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
Yeah, I'm down for it. Seems like a solid game. Ooh, more? I don't know what that last shot was. I wish we could have, you know, seen it in full instead of on a tiny screen. I suppose I'll have to go watch the trailer afterward.
That was awesome. This is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm Marty Stratton, the executive producer of Doom Eternal. And I'm... Thank you.
Let him finish. The other guys gotta talk too.
And I'm Hugo Martin, the
Thank
game's
you.
creative director. As you just saw, we're not just building a world for Doom, it's an entire universe. Earth is on the brink of annihilation. It's being consumed by demons. And your crusade to save it will take
The amount of people on their
you
phone
across
bothers me.
dimensions, to locations never seen before in Doom, from heaven
And I suppose some of them are press,
to
but
the Sentinel homeworld and beyond.
like the laptops I understand. Also, turn your brightness down, guys. Come on. Sitting in the audience, fucking phone on full brightness.
So much to see and
What are you doing? Save your battery.
First and foremost about gameplay. And Doom Eternal promises to be the ultimate power fantasy. The fun comes from mastering the experience because you are the Doom Slayer, the strongest, fastest demon killer in existence, and nothing can stand in your way. Absolutely. Of course, the challenge in Doom is all about handcrafted combat, but also engaging level design. And in Doom Eternal, the game always has something new to throw at you, even deep into the campaign. Let's take a look.
Gameplay, this is what I like. That was a great transition. I appreciate the puzzle platforming elements. That sounds like fun. I'm not usually a big fan of like platforming in shooters, but I feel like with the extra boosts you get from like a jetpack or whatever you've got, that can make it playable. Very cool.
Thanks. You know, it's so important to us at id Software that every aspect of the gameplay has real meaning to you, the player. Every enemy is different, every weapon has a purpose, and every decision you make really counts. The only path to victory in Doom Eternal is to aggressively control the fight with amazing agility, powerful guns, and critical resources. That's right, I'll tell you, we absolutely can't wait for you to play it. Some of you won't have to wait too long. If you are lucky enough to be in the room tonight, you'll have a chance to play it immediately following the show.
Not me though.
And for those not here, but at E3 this week, we'll have Doom Eternal playable in the Bethesda booth all week. Yeah. But enough talk. Let's see how it all comes together. And watch as this perfect killing machine goes to work.
Unedited game footage.
Charting a flight path to Mars. Calculating thrust vectors. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Approaching planetary entry phase. Prepare for turbulence.
You know, I'll have to play through Doom again. I haven't played that in a while, long while. I don't think I ever beat it. Game looks fantastic though. Damn. I like the music kind of like fades in and out as the action is going. Fucking damn. Oh, that was so cool. Holy shit. I like that you can hear the guy explode, but like, cool guys don't look at explosions, so he doesn't bother to look at it. God damn.
Thanks.
All right.
That was classic. Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks. We're so excited because
Oh,
the
God.
gameplay that you just saw is just a piece of what you're going to play this week at E3. Yeah. But I bet a lot of you are wondering, when do we get to play Doom Eternal at our home?
Well, you don't have to wait too much longer.
Yeah.
Not quite tomorrow. But Doom Eternal will release on November 22nd.
That's not too bad.
We're very excited about that, and we've got something really special for Doom fans. An amazing collector's edition we're really proud of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an actual helmet.
Is that a...
You could wear that thing.
Is that helmet made of canvas?
This guy's already got it.
That's right.
Already a badass.
He's already got one on. All right, well, we've got one more thing we know that you've been waiting to hear about. Our totally new Doom multiplayer experience. We call it Battle Mode. We've been developing this in-house at id, and it's unlike anything you've played before.
Yeah, we've been so pumped at id to share this with you. This is pure Doom, but with your friends, where 2 player-controlled demons take on 1 fully loaded Slayer in a fight to the death. This is a first-person fighter, where it's demon strategy versus Slayer skill.
You know, we can't wait, because we know you'll love the different play styles of the various demons, because each has unique movement, attacks, and abilities.
They can even spawn AI demons to control the battlefield and help you take down the Slayer. It's strategic, competitive, and it's a ton of fun. And we can't wait to share more details with you this year at QuakeCon.
That's right, a lot more to share at QuakeCon, but before we go, we do want to take a first look at Doom Eternal's new multiplayer. On behalf of our amazing team at id in Dallas and Frankfurt, Germany, we want to thank you all so much for your support.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
This game honestly just looks fantastic.
Fight.
I don't know if I'll be playing a lot of this multiplayer. It seems okay. I appreciate the damage numbers. I like that. It's always a good addition to a multiplayer game.
Slayer killed. Round 2. Fight.
That looks pretty solid. I mean, like, multiplayer is not really for me. I definitely think I'll still be playing more of the single player than the multiplayer. It doesn't look bad though. I can see there being an audience for it. The rest of the game looks fantastic. I mean, like, it's just more Doom with more stuff.
Everyone at our studios around the globe that have worked so hard on the great games you've seen tonight. We say
Still here playing DVD.
2019
Well, hope you're having fun.
marks 25 years of Doom. So, to celebrate, we will be going all out with Doom at QuakeCon this summer. We're adding a whole host of panels and activities dedicated to Doom, which we call DoomCon. Yeah, see what we did there? We took out the Quake and put Doom. We hope you can come hang out with us in Dallas at our inaugural event in London. If you can't, please tune in online. Until then, go to Bethesda.net for more info on all the games you saw tonight. If you're here at E3 this week, we'll have hands-on with many of our games, so be sure to stop by our booth. In the meantime, thanks for playing, thanks for watching, and thanks to all of you for being part of the Bethesda community. Have a great night.
At Bethesda, we're in the business of creating heroes.
But the true hero is you.
I don't know if that's it.
It's like we hand you this malleable clay and you do
Still
these
waiting on
extraordinary
something
things
for
that
Elder
you never
Scrolls, the new
We get to build
the new
these worlds
Skyrim.
and these communities, and you all come in and you play and you bring these worlds that we create to life.
You help us build richer worlds.
I mean, Elder Scrolls 6, that's what I wanted to say. I figured I got to it eventually.
Meaning to everything we do.
They did it last time.
Glad you're here. We're so glad you're here.
To the heroes.
To the heroes.
À la vôtre.
Shit, I don't have a drink.
To you.
We still got 11 minutes left until Devolver Digital. If I even care about that one, I'll do a little bit of it, I guess. We got nothing better to do tonight, so. Actually, while I'm waiting. Oh. Is that it? Oh no, Twitch, no, shh, quiet. Oh, that's it. My phone's buzzing. Ooh, who wants to talk to me? Not at this hour, you can't. It wasn't too bad. Doom looks good. Fallout looks like it's worth giving another try for a bit. Other than that, and also that other game, that the one that looks like what do you call it? The one that no, I don't want to. No, don't host Twitch. Okay, I'm waiting for Devolver Digital to do a thing. I'm gonna mute this and play that. See if anything happens. South Park episode about BP CEO saying we're sorry a lot. I don't know. I think at least they're trying to work on. At least they're trying to work on Fallout 76. Like, they're not just giving up on it, you know? Kudos to them for that. So I've got this on mute, but here's Devolver Digital's thing. They're supposed to be having an event in 9 minutes. Fallout 76 is not needed Battle Royale. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. I want to see how it plays. If it plays like shit, then yeah, it doesn't need it. But it could bring in more of an audience. At least it'll bring some people back to it. It's worth a try. I don't really have it into me to be that cynical. Like, I don't play enough Battle Royales. Like, I don't play Apex. I don't play fucking Fortnite or any of them. So, and all the NPCs, yeah, absolutely. I'm totally happy with that addition. Ecstatic, honestly. Even if there is some pay to win stuff that they threw in the game too, like, yeah, sure, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna hold most of my judgments. I'm hyped to try it out, but I'm gonna hold judgments on like whether it's like I did good or bad or whatever. I'll see. I'm excited for Doom though. Doom looks like it's gonna be good. Wolfenstein looks like it's gonna be good. Excited for a game that's like a 2-person co-op game where you can just, you know, kill Nazis. Great, sure. I haven't finished the first Doom either. Exactly. I was just thinking that when I was watching it. We were watching it. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I played quite a bit of it. I remember playing a lot of it actually, but I never got around to finishing it, I guess. What are they talking about? Like, do I even want to? I don't even think I want to bother unmuting this. I'm sure they're talking about something interesting, but I definitely want to know what Devolver's doing. They're supposed to be doing something now. 7 minutes. They've got their own. I know last year their conference was a big joke, where it was just like over the top acting with some game showcases. So.
When those are the things that are not good.
All right, whatever. I don't care. Loved how Twitter, mostly myself as well, pretty much saying a lot of the audience felt like they were getting paid to scream. I don't know. Like, some of the guys on stage were like, I'm not sure if they were digging it or what. I don't know. There was a shot of one lady who was just not enthused. I got a kick out of. Just weird. E3 audiences are getting weirder and weirder as the years go on. Wish I could just not watch the hosting thing and just see the offline bit. This old guy looked like he was falling asleep. Yeah. And the Elder Scrolls stuff doesn't really hit me. Commander Keen was weird. Was not expecting that at all. Like, I mean, hey, let's revive a 90s IP and make it a mobile game. I mean, yeah, you're gauging if there's an audience, but like, just what? use the IPs you got, I suppose, you know? God, just a lot of good stuff. I gotta change the title of the stream now, because we'll be tackling Devolver Digital as soon as they go live. I thought they'd have a countdown like the rest of them, but I guess they might just throw it up there. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'll just I'm gonna move this over here and keep an eye on it myself. I don't want to watch like something with no sound. That's what I'm excited for. Someday, hopefully, maybe Smash will give us the grand banjo. Figure they're gonna throw a mobile in there. Yeah. I'm glad they didn't make it a main thing. Well, that's what I was saying. If you're gonna revive, I think when they brought it up, if you're gonna revive a '90s IP that no one remembers, you might as well make it a mobile game. It is a jigsaw piece. It is in fact a jiggy from a wonderful game that I adore called Banjo-Kazooie, which I was expecting to have at Microsoft, but alas, no. No. Yeah, I'm positive it'll be at Nintendo. Like, I know it's like a big Microsoft thing, but am I getting jiggy with it? Maybe on Tuesday I'll get jiggy with it. 4 minutes till they're supposed to go live. I'm gonna look around and see if I can find a place that it might be. Okay, Variety has a thing where you can watch it there. Press conference schedule. Yeah, I know the schedule. That's the Banjo stuff. No, it's partnership. Yeah, that's true. You know what, Altorn? I didn't think of that, but yeah, that's actually... That's probably right. I can see that happening. And then maybe they're throwing Banjo and Smash, or then there's the fringe people saying, oh, well, maybe it's Steve from Minecraft, or maybe it's Master Chief. But like, I don't know. I'm thinking like it's time for Banjo to be in Smash. And I think it's no better time to announce Banjo and Smash, announce a game with it, announce the partnership with Microsoft. Like it all fits together like a what's the word? Something that's fits together like a bunch of pieces. Who owns Rare? Microsoft still owns Rare. Down $20. I'll put $20 down on Game Pass, coming to Switch, and Banjo being in the main thing. I mean, even if it's like, see, what I'd really like, if we get that Game Pass and we get like Rare Replay, I will stream the crap out of that. I love almost all of Rare's games. Like, I don't think there's one I can name off the top of my head that I don't like. There's it's got like Battle Core, Perfect Dark. I know they won't have GoldenEye, but that's understandable. But like Banjo, both Banjo games. I didn't play any Viva Pinata. I had a friend who had it, and I went over his house, and like when I was younger, like it seemed interesting. Like it's kind of fun. It's definitely not one I played, because that's after the Microsoft thing, because that was on Xbox, right? I also didn't play Grabbed by the Ghoulies, but I know I remember seeing trailers for Grabbed by the Ghoulies where I was like, oh, it looks like fun, even if it probably came out like garbage. But at least their games definitely have a good personality to them, right? Like, minimum. I'm more thinking like N64 days, because they published... Oh, Jet Force Gemini, that was another great one. That was one of my first shooters. Like, I had a copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day I got for free. And sold it for like $75. Ugh, such a good game. That was... See, as a kid, I remember like going to my parents being like, look at this cute game. It's made by those guys that made Banjo-Kazooie. My parents are like busy trying to explain to me why I can't have it. Like, oh no, it looks great. I should play this game. It looks like so much fun. Never could understand why my parents wouldn't let me buy Conker until I played it at a friend's house, and I was like, oh, there's an entire level made of poo. Okay. And there's swearing and adult beverages. I don't know if they're the ones making Killer Instinct now, are they? I can look it up while we're waiting still. Killer Instinct. Recent one. Double Helix, Iron Galaxy. Rare is partially behind it, yeah. I also don't know if Rare is the one that's behind the new Battletoads. Alright, 10 o'clock. Where's Devolver Digital? We're covering E3. Devolver Digital, hello. Where do I find you guys? It's so hard to find links these days. They're just like, hey, just link me to the damn stream. Please. Alright, well, the Twitch hosting thing says coming up next. So it must be happening soon. Yeah, I just saw that's what they're doing it now, yeah. Alright, they're not hosting Twitch anymore. Twitch is something. Jicky noise. So just as soon as they come up, we're just gonna hear. I wish. Alright. What's going on, Devolver? You ready yet? Offline. Devolver not streaming right now. I guess if I just have this open, we'll get it as soon as they pop up? I don't know. Still making sure I have the right link. I just want to make sure they're not like only streaming to YouTube or something like that. Like I mean, the amount of videos they have wouldn't surprise me if they are streaming here. Need them to make Titan Souls 2. I don't think I played Titan Souls. It's on Steam. Why do I feel like I've played this? Oh, you know what? No. I think I had this in the giveaway at some point. It looks like a solid game. Alright, come on, Devolver. I'm just gonna refresh just in case. It is? Is it? Wait, is it not here? You can throw the link in chat if you want. It doesn't seem to be on their channel. Oh god. Thank you. What? That is the... That's where I am! What are you talking about? It's not! I don't see it! Alright, well... So wait, is it just on Twitch's channel? Is this it? Alright. Yeah, this is it. Okay, here we go.
It is my distinct pleasure to present to you Nina motherfucking Struthers! Yeah!
This is gonna be one hell of a trip though. Judging from like their last year one.
Yeah, we told you she's straight busted.
Shut up, Margaret. Have you? Yeah. What about?
Twice. We even used carbamide, like you said.
Fuck! Fuck! Okay, it's probably her isolinear relays. Let's flush her with flux and boot her with. Let's call it. Wait, what?
It's been nearly a year with this shit, and she isn't working. Can't have a presser without her. She's the face. She's not working, so we scrap it.
E3 is important, guys. You know that, right? Look, we have to hold a press conference, or we're just a bunch of stupid nobodies like before.
Why don't we just fill the whole show with live musical performances? I know the guy from...
There will be no live musical performances.
E3 is a waste of our goddamn time. Just wrap this shit up and dump it in the river.
Look, you can't do this. This is just a glitch, a temporary setback.
You call this a glitch? We're scheduled to go on in 4 minutes. Your temporary setback will cost us $50 million in SpawnCon payments alone.
Not necessarily, sir. Perhaps you're aware of the Imagos program developed
button keeps showing in front of my face. Oh, that little button thing? Yeah,
Not without Nina.
Is my face really that important?
Listen, you ignorant frickholes. Let's get real. Really real. Press conferences are
It's fine.
Most companies aren't even doing them anymore. They're old, outdated, irrelevant. for the hecking birds. I've got something better.
Oh, balls. You're not talking about your fucking video.
I wouldn't kick out of bed for eating crackers.
Sure as toots I am, Don. Sure as Emmer effing toots.
It's a very good way of putting that.
We've been leaning on these expensive live shows for far too long.
We got ads.
Putting on these huge masturbatory shows to feed the egos of frickhole marketing suits and failed, air quotes, marketing directors. Why not we take the message right to the mother-loving community? Why not mainline it, you know? Why not skip the criminy, bull hockey, sons of biscuits and go right to the public with
a video?
Sure as sticks of video. A marketing video so distilled people overdose on purchase intent before it's even over. I'm talking heroin up a butt levels of marketing.
Well, you can't mean it.
That's right, cred muffins. Devolver motherfucking direct.
Are you off your nuts? We don't have that kind of cachet, that kind of audience. Let alone our confident but approachable CEO strutting chicken all over a stage making lofty promises no company could ever hope to keep.
She's straight busted. Bootleg.
Listen, if we can't get her mind right for this press conference, why not we do this press conference in her mind?
This is insane.
I love it.
E3 is here. We're out of time. Initiate Devolver Direct Protocol.
So they're spoofing Nintendo. I love it.
What the fuck is this and where the shit is my adoring audience?
Hello, and welcome to the first ever Devolver Direct, with an amazing first look at some fantastic Devolver digital titles coming fresh to video games this year and next. It's a fantastic video game year for video games this year already, and we at Devolver simply can't.
This is why I was a little hyped for this one.
Friends have been video game developing this year in video games. It's been an amazing
I feel like I can turn it back up again. I don't know. Volume seems a bit weird.
Yeah, no, that's not a thing. Hey, you. What the shit am I doing here?
So you basically just announce games and stuff, man. It's pretty straightforward.
No shit. Which ones?
Well, there's a list here.
Which ones first?
Fall Guys from Mediatonic. It's a crazy online multiplayer thing, it says.
Will it rock socks and robot jocks and get these panties straight bopping?
I think so, ma'am. It says here it's super tits awesome.
Shit hot. That's great. Oh, roll the trailer or whatever.
Looks like fun. 2020 though. Yeah, like Raving Rabbids, that kind of stuff.
Okay, Fall Guys looks sick. It's gonna pull in loads. I'm gonna be
Hold on a sec.
rich.
Why, yes. Yes, I am.
And who are you?
Zane Stoltz, Vice President of Gray Market Distribution at Devolver Digital.
That's a thing.
Is now. I used to be the Director of Strategic Job Titles, but things got hot for me after you took that hard L last year.
Last year? What do you mean last year?
There's like this war, okay? A paper war that's raging between some pretty boffo industry names, all for their own little slice of an absolutely above-board, plain Jane distribution market. I say that.
Alright, sorry about that.
We at Devolver Digital have turned our attention to what looks to be a more niche, but way more lucrative business interest. Steam, Epic, GOG, Discord, whatever. They're fighting for scraps. We want something else. We want to operate outside of the margins, where legality and
Volume's all over the place on this one.
warm and viscous slurry of under-the-table revenue with which to grease the mill of paid consumer churn.
Yeah, the trailers are loud, but the voice is quiet. I'm gonna keep my mouse over here occasionally.
Massive shadiness of companies like G2A with the bottom-barrel scumsuck practices of creatively bankrupt mobile conglomerates to create our own proprietary game store. It gives us a space free of legal recourse from the developers that ridiculously trusted us with their intellectual property. Introducing Devolver Bootleg.
Whoa, wait, what?
The world's first official gray market game launcher that exclusively rips off our own games.
Holy fuck!
Savvy, forward-thinking consumers like yourself should find their way to DevolverBootleg.com, which wholly unironically forwards to a Steam page for Devolver Bootleg. From there, potential users will have the opportunity to pay a small fee to download the Devolver Bootleg launcher. Once the download is complete, users like you can select from a wide variety of off-brand versions of
It's
our
meta, is what it is.
Feel the delight wash over you as you and your real gamer friends enjoy titles like Enter the Gun Dungeon,
Oh
Hotline
my god.
Milwaukee, Shooty Boots, Ape Out Jr., Luke Trousers 6, and many more right from the Devolver Bootleg launcher.
This is an actual game, isn't it? Oh my god, it's on Steam now. I want this game.
That reel always gets me hot and bothers.
For real? Like, people can give us money for this.
Yep.
Damn. I like your style, Stoltz.
It's not up yet.
Only you knew what we do.
I know, right? Super lit, my guy. And now, a look at our next game reveal. Whoa! Whoa, wait, why did I just say that? Why did I just say that?
This is why we're here.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
You are super early.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, heck yeah, you're bad. You're supposed to come out during the Carrion segment where we announce Carrion like as it says in the heckin' script.
Toad, sorry. I have literally zero perception of time. It doesn't even exist in my dimension.
Well, dumb crumpets. Wait, why in the HE double hockey sticks did I just say dump crumbs, cheese, and rice? Holy crud, fiddlesticks!
Hey, yeah, so here's a world premiere of my game Carrion that I'm in.
Is it weird that I'm more hyped? I'm more hyped for these games than I am like most of Bethesda's showcase. This game looks really cool. I want Devolver Bootleg right now. I found it.
Madge?
Ma'am?
Did you do something with your hair?
Crimp and perm, ma'am.
Really?
No. Ma'am, no.
Okay, so I can't say fuck anymore. Whoa! Whoa, just said it! Ha ha! Fudge, yeah, wait, no. Flipping dag never, what the poop is going on? A lot of video game companies like to talk about new horizons. What's next? A future full of infinite potential with innovative revenue streams waiting ripe to be tapped. Not Devolver. No, we look back at video game history to the annals.
Annals?
Annals of our industry's past to recreate, monetize, and fulfill our ultimate destiny. During previous live outdated, wasteful, and frankly pretty dumb stupid E3 press conferences, Devolver announced our entrance into markets such as idiot cryptocurrency, cute little miniature video game consoles for morons, and just minutes ago, a lucrative, yet frankly ridiculous, game cloning market. Now, we're gonna set aside all of this future forward, looking backward hogswaddle and set our sights on a market once the golden age of video games, lost to time like tears in monkey flapping rain. The arcade market fishes.
And I turn back down again.
Introducing Enter the Gungeon, House of the Gundead. A collaboration between Dodgeroll, Griffin Aerotech, and Devolver Digital to create an original light gun arcade cabinet based in the Enter the Gungeon universe.
I want it.
The Gungeonverse, if you will. And oh my, you sure will.
I want it.
Enter the Gungeon, House of the Gundead will be available.
Okay, the trailer is going to be loud. I'm leaving the volume where it is.
Expected delivery of real, actual cabinets to real, actual arcades and real, actual homes around the real, actual
They
world
might.
in early 2020. This is real. This is actual. This is happening. Steal from your parents if you need to, and you will too. Because Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon, House of the Gundead is going to be absolutely incredible. Whoa, what? Okay, what's next? Where am I?
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's Linda from marketing. She's taking control and we're powerless to stop her.
This is bad.
The baddest. She keeps making announcements.
I'm so hyped for all this stuff. I'll stream the hell out of this game. This game looks fantastic. Let's say, wait, it's a game that's already out? The messenger? Excuse me?
What the toots is that? That's what I'm talking about, ma'am. She keeps firing off announcements.
That's on my wish list. Okay, I already know about this game, I guess. That bootleg game, that's just Devolver Bootleg. It's one of the games they just announced and released. It has a bunch of bootleg versions of official Devolver games like Enter the Gungeon and Hotline Miami. It's just a weird game they just announced and released. Just like that. And I'm probably gonna buy it. Yeah, best of E3. Yeah, the two best parts of E3 are going to be this and Nintendo.
Yeah, she can take it. Oh no, I'm a goner for sure. Death to the corporate mouthpiece. Long live the fresh.
Ugh. Was that it? No? Okay, good. This is so bizarre. I love it. Devolver Bootleg? Really?
We've done it.
It looks really good. It looks fun.
I've done it. Devolver Digital has seamlessly and perfectly transitioned into the direct marketing video model. I couldn't have done it without you. You stuck in there.
Can I work on the Foley there? It didn't sound like it was coming from the center.
I'm in charge. I'm in control. What do you think of that, you? You bitch. And with you stuck in there, we can force you to announce games to the masses anytime we want. Unbound by the constraints of a yearly conference, we can push paid DLC to an unsuspecting public any time we want. Delay game releases for no reason whatsoever. Any time we want. Directly.
97 megs.
This is the future, Nina. This is the future's future.
That's suspicious.
Come with me if you want to live.